In this video, I want to show you the very basics of using Google Sites, which is Google's web development tools, accessible to anybody with a Google account, Gmail, or Google Workspace, which is business Gmail. I'm going to show you what I did to create a new website for me. Now, I had previously a huge WordPress site. It was burrisconsulting.com. And probably over 1,000 posts over the last almost 20 years. I probably had 20 or 30 different pages over the years. I had that WordPress site integrated with Google Analytics. Had it integrated with Calendly and Zoom and PayPal. It was a really cool site. It had my calendar integrated to it. But I don't need all that today. So I'm going to make my website presence much simpler by creating a Google site. Now, again, you can get through Google Sites, you can get to through Google Workspace. It's very accessible in Google Workspace. You click on the 9 dots here, scroll down, and there's Sites. In Gmail for free, it's a little bit different. You can't get to it by going to the 9 dots. At least I can't get to it. Sites is not in here. So because Sites does not show up in the list of Google apps, what I had to do was go search, logged in to my Google account, search for Google Sites. There's the link. And lo and behold, there's Google Sites connected to my burrisconsulting@gmail.com account. You can get to it with either one. I'm going to go back to my business version. And again, I'm going to show you very basically how you can create a website using Google Sites. Now, again, I went to the 9 dots and I came to Google Sites. And you can see there's some I've already created down here. But you can come up here and you can see how to start a new site. Just click right there. When you click, it creates a very simple page with the header. And you got to first give your site a name. I'm going to call it my snarky sign business, spelled right. And then there's the name of my site. Right there it is. Now I can play around with the header if I want to. I can call this if I want home page. Actually, I'm not a big fan of big headers. So you know what? Just delete that altogether. I don't need it. I can always add a header later. I can always add a logo to my header later. But right now I got rid of the header. Now, there's 2 ways that you can create a Google site. One way, which is a little easier for me to do, is to create a Google Doc and then take that Google Doc and just simply display it over here in my Google site. I can come over here, I can go down to Drive, I can go to Recent, and there's that doc I created, and I click on, hit Insert, and put that doc. Now, there's a little snafu here in that when you're viewing it, it doesn't show you the whole thing. If you want to make it bigger, you got to make this frame. It's actually called a content block. You need to make that content block bigger so it will display it. But when you do that, there's still a snafu when you do it. And that is when I go to preview this, you'll see that on the right here, there's scroll bars. Now, even if you're not doing any scrolling, there's going to be scroll bars. So that may not be the best way to do it. So let's go back, come out of preview. Let's click on this and let's hit the delete. Where's the delete button? Right there, delete. Now, here's another way to do it. Just simply use either content blocks, text blocks, image blocks. You can, again, grab it from Drive. You can have collapsible groups. There's really some interesting little features here you can do. If I use a text block, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go grab that content right here, copy that. I'm going to put it in this text box. And I'm going to make it title. And I'm going to make it, let's make it, I like my Georgia. Make it Georgia. I like Georgia. And I can make it bigger if I want to. And I can make it bold if I want to make it bold. That's a text box. And just play around. Now, I can make another text box. Come down here and insert another text box. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the second paragraph of this content right here. Which, by the way, this might be one reason to create a Google Doc to begin with. You lay it all out, you type it all out, you proofread it, you edit, you grammar check, you spell check, and all that, and then grab it from there, go back over here, and paste it in the text block. So I can double click on it. I like Georgia. And if I make it a little bit bigger, if I want to, and put that in there. Now, something else to look at too, I got an extra line right here, I think. Yeah, I did. Do I have a line above that? Kind of looks like I do. Nope, I don't. Let's go put that back in the center. Now, so I've started my page. Now, I want my picture. So let's get my picture in here. Let's do an image. Let's come down here. Let's do an image. Let's go select the image, point of interest. What I recommend you do is all the images that you're going to use, that you should put those in your Google Drive. I have under a folder, My Drive, Blogs. This is my BCI blog. There's all the images I'm going to use, okay? Makes it way easier to get them. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do select an image. I'm going to go down here and get the Teddy image, double click on it. There's a Teddy image. I can make it a little smaller if I want. And you watch this when you grab it. I really like the way it shows how it's going to lay out. And you can see that when I do that, I got equal sides on the left and right. Let go. And it's pretty much centered. So I can put that there. Then I can come down here and I can put another text block. See, what else do I have? What's the next text? Oh, I want this table. I want to show what I'm using here. Let me grab this text. Go back to here. I'm going to do another text block. By the way, I can double click here, do that, and do T. Oh, look what happened. Let's put that in there, show you what happened. See, I screwed up. I want this below that. So I grab the little handlebar there, drag this down, and put it below that. And I need to put a semicolon there. And now what I want to do is put some images. So I can come down here. I can either grab content blocks for images, or I can grab an image carousel. Let's do an image carousel. Let's go grab images. Select them. And I want to, let's say, use the following tool. So I want this, and this, and this, and this. Insert. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Hit insert. Now, what you might want to do when you do that, if you hit the sprocket, you'll see that if I highlight the image, not only can I delete the image, but I can also do add text. I recommend you always have alt text. And this is a DeWalt miter saw. And it's worthwhile to consider putting a caption. DeWalt miter saw. Hit OK. I'm going to update that. And that's my image carousel. Again, I can click on it, hang on to it, drag it, and you'll see in a minute. Look, it shows me that, but if I drop it there, it's going to be centered. So there's my image, there's my statement, there's my title, my first paragraph. And if I do preview, this is what it looks like. And you'll notice I don't have scroll bars in the page. I have scroll bars on the far right of the page. And there's the carousel. Look, I got that. Do I have the text? So you can see I put this text down here and it shows up there, as well as it's also in the alt text, which doesn't show up. Come out of preview. And now if I want to, I can come down further and I can add more. Furthermore, there's a few other things you may want to do. Let me show you that. So I may want to come over here and I want to edit this. And now I want to put my mode. I want to put my navigation on the side. Close that down. And now let's create another page. How do you create another page? You go up here to pages and add a page. And I'm going to call this my products, and whatever the right word is. And you can see now I have a new page, and this is products. So under products, and you can see I'm editing either home or I'm editing products. And on the 3 bars here, I can make home, duplicate, change the properties. What are the properties on that? It's just the name. Advanced is custom path. I can give it a custom name if I want to. But I can edit this page. Now I can do the same thing. In here, go back to insert. I can insert a text box. Come down below that. I can insert if I want to. I can do a content block. I can do an image carousel. Let's just do images. I'm going to do select. Again, they're all in my Google Drive. Get that, and that. Let's just do the 3 and insert. So I want to crop this image, but it doesn't really give me the kind of crop that I want to do. So this is another point of interest. I would recommend that you make the images either the right size and or the right dimensions that you want so that they place evenly when you place them. But it's in there. And now when I go to preview, I'm previewing this page. Now I can go over here because my navigation's on the left. Here's home. There's my first page. And there's my products page. And then I can come out of that. Now, if I want to, let's go back to my products page, pages, go back to home. I can come down here. Let's insert a text box. And I can say, visit the page with some of my woodwork projects. Now highlight that, do Control K, and look here. It lets me from this site select this page, or I can put another URL altogether. I'm just going to select this page. Apply. I'm going to preview. I'm on the home page, and look here at the bottom, visit the page with some of my woodworking projects, and it goes to products. But I can also go back to home and hit X. So again, I'm just showing you the very basics of inserting text boxes, images, carousels, and hyperlinks. And then I'm also showing you very simply how you can create multiple pages. You switch back and forth between the pages. And I'm only in the mode of creating. The next big thing is once you like what you've got, publish. So I click on publish. Web address, snarky sign business is fine. This is also critical. Who can view it? Let's change that. And I want to make it anyone with the link. For general access, hit done, hit publish. And then I go to view the site. And there it is there. And if I copy that, let's go to and log out of this website and come over here, log out of that account, come to my Gmail account, put that in there, and there's that. And again, there's home, and it works exactly as I showed you. So maybe I want to make the text bigger. That would be something worthy of doing. So, but again, I'm still in the building mode. I can close that down. I can go back. I can come back to edit down here, and I can come to the home page. So I want that text bigger. Let's highlight this. Instead of 12, let's make it 18. Let's highlight that. Let's make that 18. Publish the changes. They'll show me the draft, show me the current one. If I scroll down, you'll see that's bigger than that. And I want this, so I'm going to hit publish. And again, if I go click over here to view the published site, we should see that the text is way bigger. Come back to edit. So what I want to show you is the very basics of creating a Google site, whether you're using Google Workspace for business or you're using Gmail. We have the same functionality. The most important thing to remember is that when you publish it, you need to make sure you're sharing it for general access so that everybody can get to it. So share of others, anyone with a link, general access is absolutely important. Otherwise, nobody will be able to see it. By the way, I also recommend that you spend some time looking and seeing what options you have over here. Some really cool stuff here. Placeholders is important, so you can use a hyperlink that says go to this placeholder. YouTube, insert YouTube videos, insert your Google Calendar, insert a map of where you're at, etc., etc. You want to experiment with these. Inserting Google Forms, another great use for Google Sites. Experiment, understand what you have to work with, check out the themes so you understand what they are, and then you will be able to create pretty cool website using Google Sites. Hey, I'm Teddy with Google Workspace and Gmail Dude, and I hope this is helpful for you.